guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a fantastic day. Do you need a simple, last-minute Easter treat idea? Stay tuned. Welcome to my craft studio. I am so glad that you decided to stop by to play. We are going to have some super simple, super cute paper crafting fun. And we're going to do it using just one sheet of 12 by 12 decorative paper. That's how simple it's going to be. And here is what I'm talking about. We're going to take that one 12 by 12 inch piece of decorative paper and turn it into a 6.5 inch tall milk carton, using a very simple milk carton making technique. And if you've ever been intimidated about making milk cartons, after this video, you won't be. You'll see just how simple it is. And we're going to take that 12 by 12, not only make the milk carton, but we're going to make the rosette, and we're also going to make the accompanying tag or card, whatever you want to use this for. But we are going to be able to get a complete little gift, and we're going to use just one piece of 12 by 12. Y'all know what time it is? It is time to make it. And here is a closer look at what we'll be making today. It's a milk carton that measures 6.5 by 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So it is a pretty substantial size milk carton. You can get lots of little goodies in here. You can fill this with bath salts. You can do all types of wonderful things with a milk carton like this. And then we're also going to use that same one sheet to make this rosette and to make our card. Now we're not going to need an envelope for this card because I'll show you my closure trick once we start making the project. And so here is the really fun cardstock we're going to be using today. I am using this fun lime and white colored cardstock. And this time I'm going to use the stripe side instead of the polka dots. And this paper was actually gifted to me by AC Moore about 1.5 years ago, maybe 2 years ago. I can't even remember, it's been that long. But they gifted me a huge box of crafting items, and I was so appreciative, and so I'm going to use this paper on this project. And for those of you who are looking for cute, fun, festive, single sheet papers, just go out and do an internet search. Type in whatever it is you're looking for, whatever color you're looking for, and you'll find so many. Just type in 12 by 12 and then follow that up with whatever it is you're looking for, and I promise you, you'll find so many wonderful options. So the first thing that we need to do with our paper is we need to go ahead and trim it so that we can get the box, the rosette, and the card. And here's how we're going to do it. We're going to take it and trim it at 9 inches. We're going to use this 12 by 9 inch piece to make the milk carton. Then we're going to take this piece that measures 3 by 12 and we're just going to trim it in half. So we'll have 2 3 by 6 pieces and one 12 by 9 inch piece. That's what we need to make this complete project. So the first thing we'll do is go ahead and make the milk carton. So on the 9 inch side, we're going to score this at 2 1/4, at 6 1/2, and at 8 1/4. Then we're going to rotate it, and we're going to score this every 2 3/4 of an inch. So we'll score at 2 3/4, 5 1/2, 8 1/4, and 11. And then we'll just fold and burnish our scores. And I am going to do a pretty crisp burnish on these because my paper is a little bit thick, which is good because it makes a great box when it's this thick. I don't have to put any chipboard or anything on it. So I'm just making sure that I do a nice crisp burnish. Then I'm going to take this top section here and just fold it in the opposite direction. I'm not even going to burnish it. And then we're going to take our project piece, and in the corner, you're going to have one long rectangle. We need to go ahead and remove that altogether. So what I'm going to do is just go up to that score mark, angle down, and cut straight across. To remove it, then I'm going to go across the bottom, and I am going to angle my cuts wherever I have a score mark. And just do an angle. And this is the bottom of our box. And those are all of the cuts that we need to make. So now we need to make a couple of triangles and 2 panels so that we can fold this into a milk carton shape. So the way that you do it is wherever your glue panel is, and the narrow panel is always your glue panel, then you're going to make the triangle in this first rectangular panel here, and then you'll skip one, make the triangle in this one. So I am going to make my triangle on the inside because I'm going to make a mark to show you guys exactly what I mean. So here's my glue flap. This narrow flap here is the top of the milk carton. What we're doing now is we're making it so that the carton will fold in this direction. So this is the top. We don't do anything up here. So this is our glue flap. We're going to come to this panel right here, and we're going to find our center and just make a mark. I would just make a mark like that if I was just doing this for the first time. Then I would take my ruler, place it on the mark, and then have that mark meet the corner piece right there on that fold. So you can see when I do this, there's my mark, there's where the next score mark is, and I'm basically going to draw a triangle from one mark to the next. Now I never draw marks anymore. I'm just drawing this mark for demonstration purposes. I could use a pencil so that I could erase, but I'm going to give this box to Mike, and it'll be filled with goodies, so he really won't care that there are marks on the inside. So you can see that I have that triangle there, and the only reason I drew the triangle was so that you guys could see where I'll actually be scoring. So now I'll take my ruler, place my ruler on those marks that I made, and this time I'm just going to use my bone folder to make an impression. And all I'm doing is making a slight impression. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a slight impression right there that will help my box to fold in and give me that beautiful, beautiful milk carton shape. So we place one here, we skip this one, and we place it here. This time I'm not going to draw the marks because I've shown you guys the process of why we actually would make those marks if you're new to making milk cartons. This time I'm just going to jump right in and just make my mark as if I had used a pen. So I'm not sure if you can see the impressions that are right here. Hopefully you can. But now that we have those, we can put this carton together. So I am going to bring in my glue, and I'm going to place glue all over my glue tab. And then I'll take this and I'm just going to put it together, matching the top, but also making sure that my score marks match, coming all the way around so that everything is nice and neat. And now you can see that we have a really sweet flat fold milk carton. So if you wanted to make up some of these for future use, you could, Or this makes a great gift all by itself. Just make up 5 or 6 of these, bag them. It makes a wonderful little gift for someone who might be planning an event. Or you could make up bunches of these, package them for sale on your Etsy or your craft fair. It's a great selling idea because we always want something cute and festive for any event that we might be hosting. So now we're going to put this box together. Where I have the glue flap, and you can see the glue flap right in there, that's the back of the box. So I'm going to have the back of the box facing me. I'm going to fold in these 2 sides, add just a little bit of glue, fold that over. Then I'll take this back panel that's facing me, add some glue to that back panel, put it down, and then I'll take the front panel, add some glue, get it stuck, and then I'll just turn it towards me to make sure that I have everything nice and square. Now I can take this starting at the top, and I'm just going to pinch in, and then you should have that milk carton shape on both sides. And that's how easy it is to make a milk carton. And so what I'm going to use to keep this closed, I have a bullnose clip, and I am just going to place it on the top. Now I painted my clips using some acrylic paint for metals. I got this paint at Hobby Lobby a while back, but you can find acrylic paint for metals at any craft store. You can even find it online, and sometimes you can even find it in your home improvement stores. So I am going to set this to the side because before we can decorate it, we need to make the rosette. So to make the rosette, we're going to place our 3 by 6 inch piece in on the 6-inch side, and we're going to score every 1/2 inch. So that's 1/2 inch, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, and 5.5. Then we're going to use our trimmer. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take the 3 inches and we're going to cut out 1-inch strips. So I am going to have 3 1-inch strips, and I am just going to accordion fold all 3. And you can see that when I folded that one, I have the edges going up. I'll take this one and start with the end going down and accordion fold. And then I'll accordion fold this one. So all we're going to do at this point is take our glue, place some glue, and just join these together. And now when I get around to this side, both of my ends are facing in the same direction. So I am just going to trim off one end because to close it, I need one end that's pointing down and one end that's pointing up. So I'm going to take my glue and join this piece to that piece. Then I'm just going to use a small piece of scrap, and I'm cutting about 3/4 of an inch by 3/4 of an inch because I want to be able to use that to mount the rosette. So in order to make my rosette close properly, I am just going to go around and just accordion fold everything again just to get those nice and crisp. And so now I can take it and I'm just going to press it in just like that, and I'll have my rosette. So I am going to bring in that little scrap piece that I cut out, and I'm going to add some glue to it. You can use hot glue for this, but I'm just going to use my Reptile. I'll take that scrap piece, And I'm going to put it on there just like that. And I'll hold it until it sets up. So then once we have our rosette shaped, we are going to take some glue. Again, you can do this with hot glue if you like. I'm going to take this gem, place that gem right there in the middle, and let it dry. And so now that my rosette is dry, I am going to use stickers to add a little bit of color to this project. So the first thing that I want to do is I'm going to take this really sweet plaid sticker that I'm going to add right here, and I'm just going to do a total wraparound of all of this. So I'll just wrap it around my box, making sure that I get it stuck. And now that we have it down, it's going to look like that. And the stickers that I'm using are from Color Play, and they are from the Easter Wishes collection. So my plan is to put my rosette right there. But before I do, I want to just use some of these flowers as a little background pop of color. So I'm going to tuck that flower right there because that's going to give me just a little bit more interest on this particular carton. Then I'm going to find a little tag that I can put on here, and I think I'm going to use the one that says, "You are some bunny special." And again, I am just going to use some scrap. Going to place this down on this pink scrap piece. Use my scissors to trim out. Again, having that little pink border is going to give me another pop of color. So when I put the rosette down, I'm going to take this piece and just put it on like that. And so I've added some glue to the back of my rosette. I'm going to take it and just offset it a little like that. Now I can take my You're Some Bunny Special, add just a little bit of glue to that. So I'll add my glue to the back. I can take this and just tuck it. And now I have this really sweet little gift. We are going to go ahead and make our card. So I'm going to bring in my remaining 6 by 3 inch piece. And I am going to fold it in half. And this is going to be very simple because we are going to decorate using stickers. We are not going to put a whole lot into this. We're just going to do some very simple decorating. So I like this little bunny right here with the green bow, and I'm going to place that bunny right there. Then on the inside I have a square that is 2.5 by 2.5. I am going to take just a little bit of glue. You can use tape too, but my glue just happens to be handy. So I'm going to take that piece, place it right there. Then I'm going to take one of my flowers and just place it right there at the top, adding some additional cuteness. And then on the inside over here, I am just going to take this little chick, place him there, and right here at the bottom, going to take this little sticker that says, "You're my peeps." Put it right there. Then I'm going to get everything nice and stuck. And what a sweet little set to bring some enjoyment to someone that you might give this to. Now, I'm not going to make an envelope for this because the way that I'm going to close this is going to be so simple. I am just going to take a flower, take that flower, and that's a sticker, and I'm just going to put it there and fold it over. And that way I don't need to make an envelope for this because I have this little sticker closure that just adds some cuteness to the overall project. So here we have it. We have this awesome zero waste. We didn't waste a single piece of that 12 by 12, and we end up with this wonderful little gift that we can give that's decorated with our rosette. And then we have a personal little card that we can add to it. How sweet is that? And you know the beauty of this project, it is so inexpensive to do, but look at what we end up with. Because you take a single sheet, whether it's a single sheet that you just happen to buy at the store, or you take a sheet out of your paper pad, you are going to be spending pennies to make this project. So here's an idea for some of those paper pads that we aren't too fond of. Why not take them and turn them into packages of milk cartons that are flat folded that you can gift, or if you have an Etsy site, you can sell, or if you're doing a craft fair, you can sell at your craft fair table. Because what's not appealing to you might be appealing to someone else. So that's just a thought. I am going to bring that first one back in because I want you guys to see all of this lime cuteness. I love it. I love the bright colors. I love the springiness of it. And I love the ease of making these. So guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this quick last minute Easter project. If you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join this online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.